This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, should I start now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so hi, I'm Kevin from the old FIS reports team, and our agenda in here is the insert scripts, right? So insert scripts for reports. So I think we better start in the entity relationship diagram of reports. And I just created this one in my SQL workbench. So here we have reports, report versions, and latest report versions table. This is their relationship. The reports version connects with the report ID in here, and one report can have many report versions, and it has for the column style. Um, I'll just show the actual data. And this is the table description in Meridian itself, the database, and its data types, and report description, sample data, stored procedure name. Oh, here is the actual data of the reports. We have here the report name, and in sample data, we save a sample data in here if the report is new or it's in version 1. And here in stored procedure name, we save the package and the procedure of the certain report for it to test. And this one is, these columns are for these three columns: view, other, allow customization, and change report is for security objects of report designer. It's not important in here for report template. It's in another, I think it's another module. And in here in the config, this config is important for AP check, payroll check, and customer refunds check, because it has top, middle, and bottoms check. And here we have the report versions, the actual data of AP aging report. In here we the version name, and in this report template, this is where the MRT template from StimulusUp. This is where we, in this column, we store it, and we also fetch it so that the StimulusUp developer can make an adjustment on alignments or updates on images, and then the data developer will insert a new version again in here. And then let's go in. I'm currently now going at AP check report just to show the different companies. So AP check is, I'll get the middle report, AP check middle 59. I did put an order by for DTS descending to show us the most latest version for AP check middle. Here we have all the latest uh, latest AP check versions. We have the Meriwether. This style in here is a standard for FIS report that it should only have 4 characters. And here in version description, we input the company name without the electric or any extension, just the this is the state or just the place. And in here the report name itself. And then here we have the in this column the report template. Here we store the MRT file from the StimulSoft developer. This version 120 is for MLEC only, Meriwether Lewis. Same goes for the other versions. That's why we have this column version description and style to find it easily and modify it easily. And then we have the other table, latest report version. In latest report version, 9, in latest report version, um, this is where we this is where Meridian get the version to show in Meridian itself. This is where we update, like for this example is it is at 2684. So in this MVEC milestone 2684, 2684, then this one version 104. It is currently using the version 104 in Meridian. So if we open it in Meridian, it will show the style of TCEC, Tri County. If you want to test other style like Meriwether, we just use an update query to to get the to use another template.
But really, we should be using Report Designer for that. I prefer us not to go through the tables. You can do it in Report Designer. I know y'all didn't use that on the reports team, but that's what we're asking the customers to use. So I would prefer we use that instead of updating the tables.
Yes, correct.
Hmm.
And then image placeholder, we'll go to that. Yeah, let's go to it now. No, let's go later on that. Let's go to the insert script. Here I'm just showing the steps on how to print a accounts payable or any check, payroll check, customer refunds check. Just go to reprint check management module, one in here, two, and then choose your report, and three, choose any record, and then print, and it will go to a new tab that already has a SimulSoft app inside it. And then the datas in here are in JSON format from database and stored in a StimulSoft. So when you need the report input for testing procedure, press F12, string parameters. Yeah, so I showed this one so we know what, because AP check has top, middles, and bottom report. We can modify those in config, but this one use in the ATS CBS config, but this one uses the AP check middle. In the console F12, we in here we check if the GUID is correct that it's showing from the database. This is important in testing for QAs. And what else? And this one is the JSON generated from the stored procedure of AP check middle. And the report input is I think also in here. Yeah, if string parameters. This one, the request ID and print option 3. This report input in here is from front end, and it is encapsulated in a table in database DA report DA report request. In here the example is request ID 8. Let's just take this let's just take this first column. Ah, mm, yeah, as you can see in the column report name, the report name is stored in here, and the report ID is generated, and the encapsulated report input from front end is in this column request parameters. So this just for example is print option 3 and print list is trans no 1764. It's like in JSON format. And then what else? I'll demo how to check the steamer stuff. No. So in here to test the report template, just copy all of it and save it to Notepad++, and then name it as check latest M. And just save it like that. But for my example, I will use the project cost drill that I already have. This one, the version 23. Just drag and drop to SteamerSoft. And to test the actual output earlier, we have in here the JSON output file. Just copy it and save it also like that, and then save it to JSON format. And we go back to SteamerSoft, insert data, new data source, and file JSON, and then locate that JSON file. Okay, check it all. And in here in SteamerSoft, the SteamerSoft developers modify the alignments, but it's not a backend developer job. I'm just showing the SteamerSoft. Here is the actual output of JSON combined with the report template or SteamerSoft MRT file. Yeah. So let's proceed now that we know it all. Let's proceed now with our real agenda, creating insert script. So in creating insert scripts, it has three cases. For the first case, if the script requires you only for company one or one company only, like for BRNC, it has two companies, but it has two different templates. And the second case is if the template is the same for all company IDs, it will just insert it all with different co-IDs like this. Oh, Sol company one, like yeah, like this one. It has one and two. It will insert for all companies existing in the instance. And the third case, if the the company only requires you to for a certain company only, Like for example, you only need it for company 3 and 7, 2 and 6. Yeah, just like that. So first step in creating insert script is to check the latest insert script in all branches in master redis. And in here, I have an example for that. I just go to Bitbucket and then type the report name. And then one, two, three. At the very bottom, that's the latest version, 120. That's the latest version when I'm creating this tutorial. And then the next step, just to confirm that it's really the latest version, I check it also in the database, in the instance, in master instance. In master branch, the latest version is 120. And then the next step, I check it in the database just to confirm that it's already at 120. Because sometimes 120 is not the latest because someone manually inserted. So we have to increment one. We have to increment one when creating MEIL milestone. AP check middle latest version is also 120. So now we confirm that the latest version, last version is 120. So we just add one. So it's now version 121. Then now we're ready to create our new insert script. So let's go to Bitbucket and copy. So now the latest version is still at 120. Um, I also created a file. I'll just open it. I will send it to you all later. AP check 121. Yes, so yeah, I'll do it first actual and then we'll check my created version later. So this is the version 120. Let's just control A and copy, paste it. And in here, we just modify this one to the last script number used. And earlier, we know that the last version is 120. So now it is at 121. And this one we change it based on the style, based on your task, based on the style that you need to work on to. Like for example, if it is tri-county, you change this one to easy easy. And then this one, like I said earlier, we input in here the company name without the electric in it. And then this one, in here we save the report MRT template from the front end that was created by the StimulSoft developer. So we copy it by, the first thing is in here is to delete erase and replace the old template with the new template, and then divide the MRT template into 25,000 character and put one division per one fee club. So, for example, this one has 90,000. You can see here, it has 90,000. That's divided by 25,000. That's almost at 4, equal to 4. So we should have V 4 V clubs in here. And the first step is to we erase this one, the old template, and replace it with the new template. So, and oh, oh, yes, and then we replace it. Just for example, it's, for example, this is the new template that was given to you by the StimulSoft developer. We got it at 25,000. You can, it's not exactly 25,000, but just around 25,000. Then cut it, paste it to VClub 1, and just go on. Repeat that step. And lastly, oh no, this is not the last. In here, we change the version. This one is will be saved in the database, will be inserted in the database. As you can see in the code, it's now 121. And in here, the sequence, also the report ID, from the report name to search in the cursor, and then the version style is inserted. And I think um, this is the second case because it has for all company IDs. It's in for all the, oh no, I think this is the third step, the third case, because it has for loops and if statements inside. For on This one should be inserted only for company 1 and 2. And then I think that's all to be modified for the template. There's nothing more to modify in here because it's already standard. And go back to the top, copy and just save the file name, the SQL file. And where is it? The insert script. This insert script is the third case. It's insert for all the company IDs but it only needs the company 1 and 2, line 2255. The second case is just like the third case. Just remove the if statements in in here in line 2255. So it will insert all the company in the database. And the first case example for one company ID, insert only. I also have a I have created a file for that. So it's just the same, but it only inserts with company one. Change the script name and the version name and the style, the version description and the template and the version number. And in here, it doesn't have the for loop. It just insert one time and then it ends. What else? So in this insert script, we have for Meridian, we have many companies. This line of codes in here, if the old company is the same, like it is checking for the style. Yeah. For example, we are inserting MLEC and this one. If the style is the same in the latest report versions table, it will update this line in here will update automatically the latest report version. So you don't have to manually update it. If the style is the same and same goes with the images table, it inserts a new records that assign it to the new template. Yeah, and what else? So we already covered all the case of the insert script. Only inserts with one, does not go with any for loops. Then after creating the insert script, we now test it. Look on the report versions table if the values that you did input in the script in here is the same. This one version name should be the same, co-ID and ML the style and the version description should be the same on what you input. And in here we're checking the co-ID. As I said earlier, we have three cases of insert script. So we should know if the company that you need inserts in here. And the most important is the report template. The GUID that was given, the report template, the CMLSoft file that was given to you by the CMLSoft developer should be the same GUID as in here. And I mm, check it like this. I check the GUID in here and then I go to the very bottom. The last line is 2129. So in the database, in here, if you go to the very bottom, the last line should be 2129 also. Yeah, that's 2129. That's how to check it, the report template. And then, oh, version checks the latest version table. Yeah, commit message. This is just the commit message for the insert scripts. And what else? And this query is for changing the config of AP, AP check, payroll check, and customer refunds check, and single check report. We we update we update this table for us to know what kind of AP check we're using, if it's top, middle, or bottom. If you want to use the top, then let's just go to it. PR check, payroll check. So this one is using the MVC milestone. This one is using the payroll check top. So if you want to use the payroll check middle, replace this one with the exact value of the report name of payroll check middle in here in the value. Yeah, so just copy copy this one and do the update query, or just for update, and unlock and paste it in here. It's lagging. Just paste it in, and pause, lock again, and commit. And now the meridian will use the middle payroll check. Um, yeah, I think we can. The template should appear in here is the payroll check middle. Yeah, now has the data. This should be the payroll payroll check middle. Yeah, as you can see on the link, it has the payroll check middle, and we will check the GUID that it use payroll check middle. And it, oh, yo, show more. It uses CE8171. Um, CE8171. No, let's check it in here. It's using the version ID 3970. 3970. This one. And what is the GUID? CE8171. 3970 CE981. Yeah, the same. And now I will change it to payroll check top, the config, payroll check top hash. No. It's- yeah, now on the link it is now top, as you can see in here. And what else? I will check the latest ID for payroll check top. What's the ID? Payroll check top is 281. 281. Yeah, this is the style for payroll check top. And this one has signature. I think payroll AP and customer refunds and single check. Only the check has signature, and we fetch this image and also this logo in this table in image placeholders name. Then it goes to the report images, and the image data itself is in the images table in blob format, converted to blob format. And let's go back to payroll check tab. I forgot the console. 5. So the payroll check tab uses the ID 5133. This is the 5133 version 24. I don't know the style. What's the style? CFEC. Report GUID template is 4865C. Check it in the report name. Yeah, it's 4865C. And I think let's go now to the last part, the images part. And in here on the script earlier, only the checks I think have the images. If where's if the old style latest not equal to 0, if the old style is the same, the old style in the database that was checked and inputted in here, if it's the same, it will insert in the in image placeholder. The name will be, what's the name, the report name. This will be the logo. So the checks always have, no, not always, but like it has logo, and sometimes it has two signature. Sometimes it only has one signature, no logo, and sometimes it has logo and just one signature. But yeah, if the style is the same, it will insert in image placeholder name, the table, and to connect it in the report images, and it will not insert anything in images table because we just modify it. if these two if these two has already data for that exact template, we will now go in here just to modify the image. Yeah, I think this is the last one. So let's go to 5133. Select all from image placeholders. Um, where image placeholder underscore name. Right. So remember, it starts with the report name. So the report name is bottom. No, no, not that one because we're currently using top as an example. Let's use payroll check top. Not, yeah. So yeah, the 5133 is already in here inserted. Then let's just check. But I assume it's already also inserted in report underscore images. Its relation with report images is the foreign key is image placeholder ID. So report images where image placeholder underscore IDs between 417 and 419. history for logo, signature, and signature too. But if this column doesn't have value, you have to, I think, insert manually or replace the other records with this image placeholder IDs. And it connects with the image ID 2, 4, and 6. As you remember in the ERD, we go to that table, 2, 4, and 6. Yeah, it looks like this. So recommend to use PLSQL developer for this table so we can view the image data and update it. So we put for update just to change the image data, the that blob data. I will do it now for and the ID is 2, 4, and 6. Oh, I don't have example images. And the data type in here, oh no, the file type should be at BMP, bitmap. Yeah, BMP. And the image ID is 2, 4, and 6. So to edit it, I already put on for update in the select query clause and unlock. And I'll edit the signature one. So black screen. Yeah, so it looks like this. Let's go back to the report. Where's the report? Yeah, does it look like that? Yeah, I think it's the same. It's just small, side by side. Mm, yeah, it's the same. And I will update this signature to this one that image signature that I downloaded, and I will refresh this one. This should update to the new signature that I updated. And to update that, let's just open and this one. What downloads? Yeah, yeah, it looks like this. Just remember and click OK. Don't go to other tabs in here. Always go for the image. It will not work if you go in here and save it. Always with the go with the image and then click OK. And then post changes, lock, and commit, yeah, and view it again just to make sure. And finally, we we refresh this report. update. It did not update, I think, because of the cache. Update. No. Why? Um, update. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it update. Right? Yeah, it looks the same to me. Yeah, so as you can see, I went to incognito. Because of the cache, it will not update by just refreshing it. So now that I updated it, I think it's all done now for insert scripts. We can also update the logo. The process is just the same. Yeah, and I will send to you all these documents so you have the step-by-step process. And mm, do you have any questions? Hello.
Thank you so much for all of that, Kevin. It's very informative.
Uh, um, yes, thank you. Did I miss something, Jennifer?
I don't think so. I think the biggest thing is how to take the MRT and make it into a script, and then all of the tables that have to be touched.
Yes, thank you.
So if you just want to reply to the email invite with the document, then we can get it dispersed to the different teams. And I'm also going to take the recording and I'll put it on the Confluence page, and then I'll share that link out with everybody as well.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll email all these documents to you.
Okay.
Okay,
Anybody have anything else?
No, thank you, Kevin, for your time.
thanks. You're welcome.